everyone, today I'm going to be filming my makeup starter kit video. So this video is going to be great for those of you who are just getting into makeup, you don't know what to buy, you don't really know where to start. This is also really good for those of you who have a collection started, but you know you're missing some pieces to your collection and you're not quite sure what you're missing. This is also a really good video for those of you who want to see some of my drugstore favorites because I only picked drugstore products for this video. I know that those of you who are starting out with a collection, it definitely takes a little bit of money to begin a makeup collection, especially if you're going to be buying from MAC, Urban Decay, NARS, any other brand name in Sephora. So I wanted to make it a little bit more affordable by only choosing drugstore items. So with all of that said, I'm just going to hop right into the video. If you'd like to see what items I included in my makeup starter kit, then keep on watching. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a really cute makeup bag. This one's by Betsey. I love it. I got it as a gift for Christmas time, but you can pick out whatever bag you want. I really like going to Winners or TJ Maxx for makeup bags. This one, although it is a designer brand, they range from about $15 to $25. So it's really not too bad. But if you want to go even cheaper, Forever 21 has some really cute makeup bags. Regardless of where you go, get something cute, get something fun, and get something that will hold everything in it so all of your stuff is in one place. The first thing I have in here, and I talked about this in my 2012 beauty favorites video, is baby wipes. You really can't go wrong. I got 88 baby wipes for $2 and I've been buying them for a while now. I love baby wipes. They help get off all of your makeup when you're done at the end of the night. They also help clean your hands while you're applying makeup. Often we don't wash our hands between foundation and blush and eyes, so we get all sorts of makeup all over our hands. And I run into the trouble a lot of having makeup on my hands and touching somewhere on my face and getting either lip product or eye product somewhere where it shouldn't be. So having these handy is great. So now onto the fun stuff. The first thing you need is you're going to need a foundation. If you're really new into makeup, you're younger, you might want to do a tinted moisturizer because it's a lot easier to blend. But I really like this foundation for a more full coverage. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup. I've talked about it a lot on my channel. A few things I like about it is that it is drugstore, so it's cheaper. It also comes in a pretty good range of colors. I find it difficult to find colors that are light enough for my skin, and N1 is light enough for my complexion. I also really like that it has SPF in it, so you're helping protect your face while you're wearing the product. And it's really nice. It blends in really well. It doesn't cause me to break out, and I have pretty sensitive skin. So if you're looking for something a little bit more full coverage than a tinted moisturizer, you want to kind of explore the foundation world, I suggest giving this one a try. Next you need concealer, and I've also talked about this one before. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I decided to choose this one over some other drugstore concealers because of its ease of application. This one has a doe foot applicator. It makes it really easy when you're in public and you want to touch up your makeup to quickly put a little bit of concealer on. You're not getting your actual product dirty. Covers up everything really nicely, and I love the way it applies. Now to apply your foundation, you can use your fingers. I don't generally like that. I always use my fingers before, and once I started using brushes and sponges, I now can't really go back because I like the more flawless appearance that a sponge or brush will give. So I decided to choose the little sponges. These are just the triangle sponges. You can get them from any drugstore. I think I got a pack of these from the dollar store for $1. So they're super cheap, which is why I included them. What you can do is you can actually dampen the sponge. That way the sponge absorbs less of your foundation, and just dab the sponge all over your face to blend in the makeup, both the concealer and the foundation. And then you can use one side one day, the other side another day, and then just toss it. Next on to powder. I've got dry skin, so finding a powder for me is a little bit more difficult. I decided to include the NYC Smooth Skin Pressed Face Powder. This is in translucent. I can't open it because it's broken. But this was a pretty good powder for being NYC. I think it was only a couple of dollars, and it wasn't a matte formula, so it didn't cake up or dry out my skin more than it already is. If you're someone that has oily skin, try something matte. So I know the Rimmel Stay Matte powder is raved about on YouTube. I just don't get it because I've got dry skin already, but try that out if you've got oily skin. Any powder like that will work. I have this brush. This is the e.l.f. powder brush. It's a flat top kabuki brush and I swear by this brush. I use it for both applying foundation and powder, and this is I think only $3. You can get it at Target. You can also get it online. I'll link the e.l.f. website down below. They always have good deals like free shipping or $15 off, or you get some makeup item for free. So you get a lot of bang for your buck when you go for e.l.f. and this brush is awesome. Got a couple more face products. The first is a blush. This one's by Essence. I think it was only $1 or $2. And this is in the color 10 Adorable. It's a really light pink, really good for fair skin. For darker skin, it might be a bit too fair. And it's in between that peach pink color, which is what I think you should be looking for if you're looking for your first blush. You want something that's pretty neutral, that's not too pink but not too peach, and that's lighter so you can build up the color a little bit more. Last but not least, you want to do a bronzer and a highlighter, and I love this one, although you can only get it in the UK. I believe there's some sites online where you can get it online, so I'm going to try to find one and leave the link down below. This is the Sleek Face Contour Kit. I love this. It comes with both a bronzer, and this bronzer isn't too orange, isn't too dark, isn't too muddy, not shimmery at all, perfect for contouring. And then it also comes with a highlighter, which I find the highlighter is beautiful, and I've already hit pan on the highlighter because I use it so much. Now on to eyes. The first thing is a primer, and I don't actually have one here for you. The e.l.f. eye primer is the one I would suggest. It's only $1. I can't find mine. I know I still have some, but I think I lost it. It comes in a little skinny tube. I've talked about it before on my channel, and I will leave the direct link to it down below from the e.l.f. website, but also Target has it. So I would use that one. You could also use, if you don't have a primer, just take some concealer, put it on your eyes. Don't use too much because you don't want it to crease. And then to also help with the creasing problem, just take some of your powder on your powder brush and put that on your eyelid lightly, and that will kind of help create a base and so that your makeup doesn't come off so easy. If you have dry skin, you don't need to worry so much about a primer as you do if you have oily skin. If I miss the primer, it's not the end of the world. For shadows, I chose this little trio. This is from Wet n Wild. The Wet n Wild eyeshadows have been kind of raved about here on YouTube. I really like these colors. The brow color is beautiful. I use that one all the time. It's a white, it's got a tiny little bit of shimmer, but it's not too bad. The eyelid is a really pretty pink, kind of universally pretty. I find that if you put too much on, it's almost too pink, but if you put a sheer coverage on, it's really nice. The only color I don't love in this one as much is the crease color. It looks beautiful here in the pan, but it doesn't transfer very well. It's very light and a bit chalky. So it's the only color that I don't love, but for applying purposes, you do still get that crease color, and as an entire trio, the look looks really pretty. And this one's also really good for beginners because it specifically says on the product, brow bone, crease, and eyelid. You can't really go wrong with these Wet n Wild colors. Now for applying those shadows, you can use the brushes that they came with, especially the sponge one is great for applying your all over lid color. But you might want to try other things as well. So I've got this e.l.f. brush. Again, I think it was only about $1. It's just a flat shader brush. And then I also have this Kohl crease brush. This is my favorite crease brush I have found, and I have tried a lot of them. I just love how fluffy it is. I think it blends really well. It's not a precision brush at all. It's definitely a blending brush. You can buy Kohl at Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. I do not know if you can buy it anywhere else. But a blending brush that's really soft, really big, will help get that more professional look when you're applying your eyeshadows. Next for eyes, you want a Kohl eyeliner. I chose the Annabelle in brown. Brown is just a little bit easier to work with. It's not as dark and as harsh. So if you're new to eyeliner, definitely try a brown because the black can sometimes seem a little bit, just like a little bit too much makeup. And then last but not least, a mascara. I chose the Maybelline Falsies Volume Express. Such a good mascara. I've gone through a few tubes of these. Just be careful, it is a little bit, not watery, but it transfers before it dries. So when I apply it, I actually tilt my chin up when I'm applying the mascara, so my eyelashes are as far away from my eyelids as possible. I kind of stay there for a couple seconds before I put my chin back down, and it helps give the mascara a bit of time to dry before touching your eyelids. And also, if you have lashes that do not curl or do not have a natural curl, go for an eyelash curler. Again, I have one from e.l.f. It works great. I've got very curly lashes, so I don't need to worry about curling mine. But if you do, then definitely go for an eyelash curler. And on to lips, the last bit. You first want a really good moisturizer. I've got this one. It's the Smooth Protect Pucker Up Shea Lips Vanilla Citrus Moisturizer, or lip balm. I got this while I was in Chicago. It's from abbybrown.com. I love it. It's an organic lip balm. You really can just go to your dollar store or any drugstore and get yourself a lip balm. If you've got very, very, very dry skin, you might need to kind of go through a few to find out what works well for you. For actual lip products, I suggest going for some Revlon Lip Butters. The lip butters are just so easy to apply. They're moisturizing. They're great for daytime. You don't need to worry about using a liner. They're just really good for beginners. So my favorite color is Lollipop. I've talked about it to death on this channel. I love the fuchsia. And if you just apply a little bit of this and then blend it out with your finger, then you get a kind of like popsicle, like you just ate a popsicle look on your lips. So I really, really like that color that comes off when you apply it that way. Or if you apply it fully, it's a very bright fuchsia. The other one I like is Strawberry Shortcake, a really pretty pink. And then one I have on today is Berry Smoothie, which is also really pretty and more of a winter color that I like. So that's it. That was everything that was in my starter makeup kit. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Leave any requests or comments, as always, in the below bar. Also subscribe. They moved the subscribe button. YouTube moved it. It's now down below. It's right by my name. So click that if you haven't. It would really make my day if you subscribed. And I think that's it. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.